What's good, X Gang? So, let's go ahead and let's just have that conversation. So as many of you know, Silence passed away. It hit everybody hard. Me, his mother, his sisters, even his daughter and his mother, and her mother, I should say. So, let me go ahead and explain the situation to y'all, just so we can, just be on the same page here. So, he was on the corner of 29 St. Clair Drive, and he was waiting at the light outside of the shopping center, which is for those of you who live in Maryland or whatever. He was at the corner parked, like his friend's car was parked next to the sidewalk around like 12:30. And basically a drunk driver ran the red light and collided with his friend's car while he was in the car. And the collision was on the passenger side, which is where Silence was sitting, and then the collision, he broke his neck, basically. He broke his neck, and the impact not only forced the airbag to blow forward, but it basically snapped his neck in two different places, both in the back and the front. So he was dead on the scene. So the police arrived, as we were told by the responding officers that the police were called, and they responded to it around 12:45. So he was later taken to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 1:14 a.m. He was 20, and just recently would have been his 21st birthday. So now it has been about, I want to say, 8 months, almost 9 months, almost 9 months since he's passed. It's still there that that this young man lost his life because of someone else. So they arrested the individual who was drunk driving, and the 27th of August was the trial. So as they read the police reports, the gentleman behind the wheel had been over the legal drinking limit, as one of the police gave their statement stating that the individual was .02, I believe. Whatever they said, he was literally 3 times the extended amount of the legal form of intoxication behind the wheel. And that they also found in his system that he was high off some narcotic. I was kind of fading in and out of it, honestly, when they were mentioning that. But so his trial date was set for the 27th, and like I said, they went there, they explained everything, and the judge, before we went in there, I sat in the lobby with his mother and his baby mother, and I asked them, when I walked up, you could just feel like there was something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, yeah, there is something wrong, but to a sense of, you can't really, acknowledge that, you gotta acknowledge the elephant in the room and why we're all here. So his mother, kissed me on the cheek and was like, thank you, you know what I'm saying? You've been such a good friend to my son and shit like that. It's like for me, it's just like, I don't know, like it felt weird just being there, and then getting to talk to his daughter's mother. It was like we stepped outside to have a conversation because his mother said she wanted to be alone for a few minutes while she talked to the lawyer and all that stuff. So we stepped outside. You know, she didn't want to bring his daughter there to see all of that. You know what I'm saying? But because his daughter's like 3, about to be 4. Like come January she'll be 4. Yeah, January 26th. She'll be 4. So, like, even now, it's like, we having conversations, she crying and shit, and just like, shit's sad, like, and she was like, why is it that when it looks like every time it looks like why, she was like, why is it that we keep losing people and shit like that, you know, just real loud questioning everything she knew. And I was just like, I explained it to her because like God, like good people, God takes good people, you know what I'm saying, to teach the people who affected their lives to make them better, you know what I'm saying? So basically, like, we spoke for about like a good 15 minutes before we had to go back in there, and I told her like, anything you ever need, like, you know where to find me type shit. Like, that shit, man. So after all was said and done, the judge gave her final verdict, and the gentleman was sentenced to, what was it, 15 and a half years in prison for vehicular manslaughter, driving under the influence, driving under a suspended license at that. Just a fucking wow on that part. And drug possession, because apparently he had the paraphernalia in his car when they arrested him and all that shit. So justice was served. Like, you know, his mother can rest easy now. Like, you know, it is what it is, for real, for real. This shit is sad, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, this shit is sad. Like, even now, like, so the short version of it is, Silence made enough music, like, even when he wasn't here with me, like right here, like, this is where we sat here for like days. Like, sometimes he'd call my phone and we'd be just sitting here on Soundtrap just making music. Like he would make music while he was at his house. I make the music while I'm over here. Like, we made some very energetic music, me and him. Like, truth be told, like, and the fact, like, his son's mother, not his son's mother, his mother showed me his laptop, and like, she emailed me everything. When I say everything, I mean, dude almost had like a fucking 100 songs. Like, a lot of them are covers, nonetheless. Like some of the shit I didn't even know about. Like, the shit I've been posting from him so far, like, I didn't even know about that shit. I didn't even know about that. Like, that shit was crazy. Like, I didn't even know dude could play the piano. Like, real shit. Like, I knew he could make beats, but I didn't know he could play the piano like that. So, at this point, he's got 2. He's got 2 more. Because he said he wanted to do another EP after the first one. So, we got Silent Keys Part 2 coming. got that, and then like he even, like I said, he even gave title, like he titled both EPs before we even had the shit done. Like I was mixing one day, like, and he had came over. He talking about some, bro, silent keys. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, at first I was like, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Like, what the fuck? What are you, nigga? Like, what are you talking about? Type shit. And he talking about, think about it. Like, it's just crazy. So we got more, and I'm gonna show y'all that. That's a guarantee. That's a guarantee. R.I.P. Silence. Yeah.